I'm Teajasri. I'm the Assistant Professor of IT Department. I'm working in Malaradi Engineering College for Women. Now I'm going to explain about one topic in DBMS, that is Database Management System. Now I'm going to explain about the definitions of the database and DBMS. Then I'm going to explain about the DBMS languages. Let's see what is the database. So database. So first we will see what is data. Data is nothing but the collection of objects, collection of raw facts. It may be of any format like pictures and alphabets, numbers and multimedia data. So we have to collect the data from the different websites and we have to store that in one place. So database definition is nothing but it is a collection of logically related data which is stored in one place and accessed by the multiple users at the same time. So DBMS allows concurrent access. So we can access the information. The multiple users are access the data which is stored in one place at the simultaneous times. That is the definition for the database. Next we will explain the definition of the DBMS. DBMS is nothing but the collection of database plus management system. So here management system is nothing but the one of the software. Which software? So DBMS is nothing but the commercial software for we have to perform some operations. Those operations are nothing but the creation of the database, inserting the data into the database, deleting the data from the database and update the data which is inside the database based on the user requirement and manage overall operations of the database. These 5 operations are done by using one software, that is nothing but the DBMS. So the definition of the DBMS is nothing but it is a commercial software for performing some operations like creating the database, inserting the data into the database, deleting the data from the database and manage overall operations like create, insert, delete, update based on the user requirement which is under one software, that is the DBMS. These are the 2 definitions for the database and the DBMS. So in DBMS terminology, data is the difference and the information is also different. But normally we are considered data and information will be the same. But in DBMS terminology, both are different. First we have to collect the information based on the user requirement. That is the raw facts, that is the raw information, that is comes under data. After that we have to change that objects into our requirement, our user requirement. That changing is nothing but the process. Process is nothing but the means we have to convert the given data into the user requirement format. That changing overall process, that changing overall modification is nothing but the process. Next one is the DBMS. Next one is the information. So the difference between data and information. Data is the collecting raw facts. Next information will be the after processing, after collecting the different data objects, we will get one source, that is nothing but the information. So information is nothing but the structured or organized or processed data. That information can be derived from the data. So initial objects is nothing but the data. So after that we have to change the data into our requirement format. Then that our required format is nothing but the information. Information is nothing but the structured or processed or organized data is nothing but the information. Next I will explain about the DBMS languages. So why we require these languages? Total we are languages are used to communicating the user with the database. If you want to retrieve the data, if you want to insert the data, if you want to update the data, we require DBMS languages. DBMS language uses the SQL commands. SQL is nothing but the structured query language. This language contains some set of commands. These commands are used to interacting with the database. If you want to perform any operation, we require languages. That is the purpose of the main DBMS languages. DBMS languages are used to perform the interaction or perform certain operations on the database based on the user requirement. So in total the DBMS languages are divided into 4 types: DDL, DML, DCL and TCL. So the name itself indicates DML, DDL, DCL and TCL. DDL means Total 4 languages. DDL, data definition language. So the name itself indicates that this language is used to define the structure of the table. So this language works only the structure of the table, but it does not disturb the data which is inside the database. So the difference between DDL and DML is that DDL works only on the structure, but DML will works only the data which is inside present in the database. That is the main difference between DDL and DML. DML means data manipulation language. Next one, third one is the data control language, DCL. This language is used to control the data which is present in the database. We are storing the different forms of data in one database. So simultaneous access, many number of users can access those data which is stored in one place. But if we are retrieving the data in the simultaneous manner also, we will get the perfection of the data by using some concurrency control protocol like timestamp based protocol, validation based protocol. Those are the different protocols are used to perform the concurrent action. Because we are in this database, we are storing the data in one place, that data will be accessed to you the multiple users at the same time. Those can be achieved by using concurrency control protocol. So this is the language is used to control the data which is stored in one database. Next, last one is the transaction control protocol. So DBML involves in the transaction process. So generally transaction is nothing but the set of logical operations. We have to perform some operation, that is nothing but the logical operation. For example, A and B are two accounts are there. A are sending money to B. B is again retrieving that amount. After that we have to update the amount in B. Those set of operations is nothing but the transaction. So transaction control language. So it is used to control the overall operations which are executed under one single database, that is the TCL. So each and every language contains some different commands. So here data definition language contains 4 types of commands. Create, alter, drop and truncate. So create is used to create the database. The first step of creation is the first one is the create. Create is used to create the database and create the table. So the syntax will be create table name. This is the syntax for creating the table. If you want to create the database, the syntax will be create. Instead of table name, we have to give the database name. Create database name. This is the syntax for the creating table on creating database. Next one is the alter. Alter is used to alter the structure. So by using alter command, we can insert the means we can add the rows or we can delete the rows from the table. So alter is used for the modification purpose. So alter is used to add the columns. Now suppose take example of student table. Initially that table contain ID and name. Now I have to add marks and attendance. Then we can add by using alter command. Alter table, add column name. Alter table, drop column name. That is the syntax for the alter. Next one is the drop. Drop is used to delete the table along with the data. So if you want to use the drop means drop table name, drop student, then the total student table will be deleted from the database. That is the purpose of the drop. Next one, truncate. Truncate is also used for the deleting purpose. The difference between drop and truncate will be drop is used to delete the total table from the database, but truncate is used to delete only the records. The table structure will be available in the database. The data which is stored inside the table, that will be removed from the database. That is the purpose of the truncate. Next language is the DML. data manipulation language. So here again we are having 4 types of commands. So select, insert, delete, update. So select is used to retrieve the data which is stored in the database. Select, insert, update and the delete. Select is used to retrieve the data from the database. Suppose another person want our table as it is table as output. Select star from table name. It will display the entire table as it is as a output. If you want to retrieve only 2 columns from the table, no need to retrieve all the records. So select table column 1 comma column 2 from table name. Like that we can retrieve the data from the database based on the user requirement. If you want to get the data, we use select command. Next one, insert. Insert is used to insert the data into the database. Suppose if you want to enter the student details, we use insert table. So insert table, table name, values, column name comma add data type. We have to mention the data type based on the column name. If we want to specify the numbers, we have to use integer. If you want to specify the name, we have to use the character. Based on the column name, we have to use the data type. Next one, update. Update is used to update the data which is inside the database. So if you want to update the attendance, if you want to update the marks of a student, then we can go for the update command. Last one, delete. Delete is used to delete the entire table or delete the specified records from the table. Based on the user requirement, the delete command will be used. For deleting purpose only, we are using 3 commands in the database. So first one is the delete, drop and truncate. Delete is used to delete the specified columns from the table name. Truncate. Truncate is used to delete the only the records which is present in the table. The table structure will be as it is available in the database, but the data which is stored in the table will be deleted. That is about the truncate. Next one, drop. Drop is used to delete the entire table. If you want to delete the entire table from the database contain multiple tables. If you want to delete particular table in the database, we use drop table. So along with the structure, it will be deleted. This is about the DBMS languages. So thank you.